My question is to the Minister for Agriculture, representing the Minister for Police in the other place. Minister, given the Police Commissioner Mal Lanyon has publicly stated that there was a 3-year delay between the lodgement and approval of a firearms licence later granted to the now deceased terrorist, can the Minister explain why this particular application took approximately 3 years to adjudicate when even at the height of known Firearms Registry backlogs, licence applications were not delayed anywhere near that length of time, and that there is no record of any NCAT appeal or external review that would account for such an extraordinary adjudication delay?
Great question.
And I would say that no one in this place or the other place probably knows more about what should go on during a firearms adjudication process than myself and my colleague. Unlike the federal member for Hunter, who spent most of Christmas gaslighting the 10,000 firearm owners on Facebook that helped him get elected, we spent it actually supporting firearm owners. We know exactly what should go on during an adjudication process. We aren't fair weather friends to firearm owners who cut and run when the going gets tough. It shouldn't have taken 3 years. The closest timeline it would take would be that the person sought an internal review that was rejected. It then went to an NCAT appeal, and the police pulled the applicant into a mediation before it was actually heard before NCAT. That's the only thing that comes close to that 3-year period. And it probably does explain why the government has been so keen to get rid of NCAT as part of a procedural fairness process. But once again, the Minister talks about, well, we'll look at the investigation, we'll see what happens from the investigations. We have no faith in those investigations, because what was learnt from John Edwards? What was changed at the registry from John Edwards? Nothing. The superintendent at the time who was in charge got sent off to special entertainment, which is probably as close to gardener's leave as you can probably get. We told the last government that one of the senior officials had lied to the coroner's court and or lied to the police commissioner at the time. What happened with that senior official? Nothing. We warned the Firearms Registry and the police commissioner about Jihad Jack trying to get a firearms licence. What happened? You guys issued him a firearms licence under a pseudonym. And now you've issued another licence to someone you shouldn't have, and you took 3 years to do it. So we have no faith in your ability to investigate. We have no faith in your ability to rein the police registry in and fill it with competent people that can do their job. It needs to be moved. It needs to be taken out of police in terms of administration. And we have no faith in the Royal Commission, because the Prime Minister carefully stitched up the terms of reference to avoid any agency accountability. So you talk about decisive action. The only decisive action you took was to save your own hides and your agency's hides for their incompetence and negligence, which led to Bondi. You took decisive action in creating an optical illusion that the community was safe. They are not safe while the registry continues to demonstrate criminal incompetence.